Hi everybody, welcome to a new OTR Weekly. My name is Kurt and I handle the web and tech stuff around here. Um, this week I'm going to follow through on a promise I made in a blog post early last week, and we're going to take on Twitter and the tire industry today. Um, there's a lot that goes into this particular session, and honestly, it's probably going to take me a good 30 minutes to cover it all. So today we're going to go through the steps of setting up your Twitter account, um, maybe getting a profile picture uploaded, kind of understanding what Twitter is, and we may even go into the search portion of Twitter, which is useful immediately to you as a tire dealer. And then the next one we'll go more into how to use Twitter, how to use it effectively, and how to use it to benefit your business in the long run, communicating with customers, things like that. Uh, Many people have asked me, they go, well, what is Twitter? And, Twitter calls itself a microblogging service, and I think that's it's a little unclear. People know what a blog is, but microblogging is some sort of out there term. Really, it's just a text message everybody can see. You've got to put the message up there in 140 characters or less. Um, those can be in the form of just plain old words. It might be a link to a picture you found. It might be, hey, I don't know, went down and mowed the grass today. That might be all there is. It's just to let everybody know what you're doing. If some of you have a Facebook account, they actually even integrate it with Facebook as well. But today we're talking about Twitter. We'll stick with that. So what do you need? Well, the first thing you need is a Twitter account. And I'm going to teach you guys how to get set up and probably the best way to set up your account right now. Fire up your browser if you're using Internet Explorer or maybe Firefox, and head on over to Twitter. And I am not on the front page here, I can tell. Alright, let me get to the main page here. It takes a little bit to load lately because if you've been listening to your wife lately and your wife watches Oprah, well, now Oprah's on, and all of a sudden millions of women are showing up here every day and updating. So sometimes things get a little bit slow. But we're going to go ahead and get your account set up. Click Get Started, join down here at the bottom. Take just a moment. Let's start out with the first thing that you're going to need. And the first thing you're going to need to put down is your full name. And why? If you're just an individual running a business and you want to use it sort of as your personal account, that's fine. Go ahead. I would, if you're running it as a business, put the business name as the full name so people can find you when they search for you. That's one of the easier ways. Also, username. If you're an individual who works for a company, make sure it's okay that with the company, if they use your name, I would use my company name or something associated with the industry. Ours is OTR Tires. I'd already taken Buy Big Tires for my personal use. Just a note, if you follow me, you won't get a whole lot of tire information. So be sure to follow OTRTYRES if you end up following us on Twitter. Okay? Put in your password if you have one that you normally use, and most people use the same password. Be sure to add a few numbers on the end just for safety and security, because if somebody gets one password, they won't have them all. And then, of course, your email, because they're going to email you when somebody follows you or sends you a direct message. We'll get into that a little later as well. And you also have a chance to sign up to Twitter's email updates, where the founders will let you know what's going on a weekly basis. Enter the words in the aggravating capture down here, and then hit Create My Account. Now, they'll send you an email, and you click the link that shows up in the email. They'll confirm your account, and then you're going to sign in. And then we're going to kick it off after that, you go ahead, go to your email, click the link, and come back, and we'll get started with taking things to the next step. Okay, putting in your username here and your password here. Hit OK. Signing us in. Right, we're on our home page here. All right, first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to set up your profile. Now we've already set up ours here. We're going to go through the steps of setting it back up again. Okay, there's your profile. You'll notice he's got his name up here. You might want to use your company name, your location. You'll have your website that's available to put in, your bio, and also your picture. So you're going to click over here on settings. Right now there's a couple things that we need to run through here because it's going to really affect how you use the service and also how aggravating the service is occasionally. Alright, we got Tom's email in here, blah blah blah, the one-line bio. Okay, and then you can also do protect my updates if you don't want anybody to see your personal information. Okay, now in addition to this settings, we've got devices. Now devices is important for you guys. If you have a mobile phone and you want Twitter to send you updates, it'll send it to you when people update or reply to you, and it's great if you have an unlimited text program. Absolutely. If you have an unlimited text program, by all means, turn on your mobile phone updates. You can text back to Twitter, whole bunch of, and you can update from your mobile phone, and a lot of people do. If you have a BlackBerry or something like that, and not just a regular phone, but what they call a smartphone, you can get an application for that BlackBerry, that smartphone, where you can actually view the Twitter web page over that as well. So you don't necessarily need to use the mobile phone. Okay, you got notices. Alright, here, these are important things right here. You want to uncheck the auto nudge that says nudge you if you haven't updated in 24 hours. There will be some days you won't update. I promise you. It'll happen. So you don't want an aggravating message saying, oh, gotta update. Okay, and then you can say, show me @ replies to the people I'm following, all @ replies, or no @ replies. Now an @ reply, and they don't really tell you this up front, so an @ reply is where you post your text message and somebody replies to that and they put your name in it. Ours would be @OTR Tires. It's basically like replying to an email. Okay, so usually for the most part, if you're going to send notices, you just want to @ replies to the people I'm following. Okay, and then new follower emails. It'll email you when someone starts following you and when you receive a new message. I leave both of these checked. I would recommend it for you too. It's unless you just have tons and tons and tons of people following you. It's just a nice thing to see, who's following you. It'll give you a link to their profile in your email, and you'll be able to see the person that's following you and what they're about and whether or not you want to follow them as well. There's some people you do not have to follow everyone that follows you. I'll teach you how to follow in a second here. Alright, we're going to move on to the picture section. Usually you want to have a small format picture for this, and it has to be a max of 700K. Usually you want it to be in like a normal square. Okay, you want it square because it's only going to be so big. So even if you put, I don't know, a huge picture that fills your entire screen on here, it's never going to get any bigger than maybe, I don't know, even 1/8 of the header. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like right now. If I click profile, I take you to our profile. This is the largest it will ever appear. It's not getting any bigger than that, people. So just keep the picture small. It doesn't have to be a great resolution or anything.